Good evening. It's Stuart, the couples expert. I am very excited to talk with you today about a very important topic. One of the topics that come up over and over again in my office, and I hear it mostly from women, is can men really be vulnerable? Am I expecting something unrealistic of my partner, who's a man, and expect that he's going to share his feelings and he's going to be vulnerable with me? Well, I think I have a perspective that I can share with you, being that I am a man. Your expectation or your question about whether or not a man can truly be vulnerable is part of the problem. That's because we have an expectation that men don't have vulnerable feelings and don't share them. There are a lot of men that do. And I think I may have an interesting perspective being a man who's a therapist, because in my office, I generally don't have many difficulties finding men who are going to be vulnerable if the setting is right. What's interesting is Brene Brown did a study a while back. And when she was talking about her research, what she said is the thing that surprised her the most is that the women who were demanding that their men be vulnerable, in her research she found, were the ones who were the most critical when the men were actually vulnerable. Think about that. They say, I can't understand why you won't talk to me emotionally, and demanding vulnerability, and then when their men became vulnerable, they were critical and saw the men as weak. It was fascinating. I think the issue is expectation. And if the two of you together develop a relationship where the two of you really understand that vulnerability is not weakness, vulnerability is a strength, that when we tap into that, we can share that part of ourselves that I call the authentic self, and you know that you and your partner have a connection where you know all of you, that you share all parts of yourself, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and even the parts you don't like of yourself very much, and know that your partner is there right by your side, loving all of you. So yes, men can be vulnerable, and together the two of you, working hand in hand, can develop a relationship where vulnerability is the culture, and sharing that emotional side is seen as strength, not weakness. Take care and stay connected. Bye-bye.